Frieza mains. I'm sorry. It's hard to even hold in my laughter at this point in time after that intro right there. I know a lot of you Frieza mains around the world are probably a little bit upset, might be shaking your head, and might want to do this to your boy right now.
Yo, what you doing, man? What you doing, man? What I doing? What I doing?
But you gotta remember, it's not my fault that the turn golden has just become absolute ass within Xenoverse 2. Well, it's not complete ass, but when you think about it in comparison to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, which we're going to be taking a look at within this video here today, then you really see, like, yeah, there's no point in running a Frieza race at all anymore at this point in time. Like, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is just by far so much more dominant. Now, we kind of talked about this when the game was actually updated, but what we're going to be doing today is not a true skill test. We're going to be looking at the full-on stats, though, the percent changes and things like that that come with these awokens, and we're going to look at all the differences between the two in those regards, so you guys can truly see how much better, and just by far better, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is in comparison to Turn Golden. Now, the stat sheet we're going to be looking at, or the Google document we're going to be looking at, comes in from the homie Demon Boy. Huge shout out to Demon Boy for putting this together for the community. It's a whole stat sheet of skills and changes and stuff like that. Got all the awoken skills on there, all the awoken skills stats as far as, you know, damage, speed, stamina recovery, key recovery, defense, like everything you could possibly ask for, and some things that are hard to even test out yourself are on this stat sheet, because Demon Boy doesn't necessarily test these things. He gets them from the actual files of the game. He gets the stats and stuff like that from the files. So huge shout out to Demon Boy for finding all that stuff out for the community. Now, one thing I do want to say before we get into this, guys, is just mention the daily question of the day, something that we started in like a video or two ago, but sadly in that one I asked the question at the end. Today we're going to ask it at the beginning, and honestly this one's just going to be fairly simple. What was your favorite Christmas present this year that you guys got? Let me know that down below in the comments. Again, that's a fairly easy question, shouldn't be too hard to answer, but again, let me know that down below in the comments, and I'll let you guys know what your boy's favorite Christmas present was at the end of this video. Now, getting into this stat sheet, taking a look at it, guys. First and foremost, we're going to take a look at Turn Golden, because Turn Golden, between the two, I mean, one, it came out much earlier, and it's a lot just higher on the stat sheet, so it comes up first. Now, taking a look at the stat sheet, like I said, we have literally everything. The decrease to key restoration rate is now negative 10%. It actually used to be plus 50%. That's something that was a big nerf when it comes to the golden form, no doubt. Now, the next thing we have up is increase to basic key blast damage. You get a 20% increase to your basic key blast damage. Basically, everybody knows this. When you charge up a golden form key blast, it is actually fairly good compared to the regular one, which are okay at times depending on how you use them, but nothing like the golden key blast charged up. Next up, though, guys, on Turn Golden, we have the increase to key skill damage. This is the only increase to any damage that you get as far as your regular attacks between basic damage, strike, and key based. That's the only damage increase that Golden gets. But then you look at the increase to all damage taken, 15%. It used to be a 5% increase to all damage taken, but now it's a 15%, which I really don't understand, because I believe when you load up on the CACs and actually make a Frieza race, that it says that they're a race with low health. That, like, so why do they get a decrease to their defense? They already have low health. That makes absolutely no sense to me. But then moving forward, you have your ground speed, air speed, and your boosting speed all have a 15% increase to them, and then your dash speed has a 5% increase to it. So when you look at that, golden form is not necessarily a bad transformation, but then when you come and look at Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, after this buff, this transformation is really, it's uncomparable to anything in the game. It makes all transformations look like Golden did in the beginning of this video, to be honest. It's just we're highlighting Golden because Golden was the one that was nerfed, and at the same time, Golden is a transformation for a race that is not Saiyans that was somewhat viable. There was just a pretty decent transformation before, but then you take into account the fact that you're not going to be getting insane amounts of ki back like you would, and your defense is even lower than it already was. You're taking an extra 10% of damage with a Frieza race. It's just really not that viable anymore. And again, when we take a look at Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, we got the ki auto drain is now negative 28% instead of 35%. When it was 35%, it was really hard to manage. Now it's not that hard to manage at negative 28%. If you have meditation alone, you are barely getting any ki drain at all. So again, it's really not that hard to manage like it used to be. Now, the other thing, next up, we have decrease to ki restoration rate is negative 40%. That's never changed. But now, honestly, I mean, it's not that much worse than Turn Golden, since theirs has been taken to negative 10% as opposed to plus 50% before. Now, next up, though, is something that is just absolutely major, and a lot of people really don't think about it when it comes to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, but you have an increase to your stamina restoration rate plus 40%, guys. 40% restoration rate increase. Like, do you realize that it's basically like you're always in an infinite combo? In a sense, like if your opponent is standing on the ground in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, they're getting so much stamina back. It takes literally 2 seconds to get 2 bars of stamina back, pretty much, when you are in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution standing on the ground. This is something that really makes Super Saiyan Blue Evolution that much more dominant than others. If this wasn't included, it would still be a very OP awoken, but this just takes it over the notch in my opinion, because stamina game is very huge in Xenoverse 2, and the simple fact that you're getting 40% boost to that while being in Super, that's just insane in my opinion. Now, you get a decrease to all damage taken minus 10%. Before it was 0%, but now not only is it easier to manage, but you also are going to be taking less damage in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution than you would before. Before, again, the plus 0% I completely understood because the transformation was absolutely OP in terms of offense, but now you're actually adding a defensive buff to it too. That's just insane. Now, looking at the increase to all attack damages, it says it's plus 35% to all attacks, not just plus 30% to ki base. Think about that. Golden gets one thing increased. It's 30% to ki based, which when the game came out, do not get me wrong, that was very good because it was higher than any other transformation within the game. But now we have an awoken that does plus 35% to everything. Your basic, your strike, and your ki supers. Again, absolutely OP. And then you look at the simple fact of all the airspeed increases and the ground speed and boost speed, all plus 15%, just like Turn Golden. And then you get a dash speed increase of 7% as well. So again, man, when you look at these two side by side, it's almost like, damn, they really did Golden dirty. Not only because it was already, you know, far behind in terms of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution compared to it, but then they just widened the gap that much more. Like, I don't understand why they would make the skill that was already much more dominant even better, and the skill that really wasn't used that much even worse. Of all things to nerf, they decide to nerf Golden. Like, I don't understand some of the nerfs that they've applied to some things that in the last couple updates. Like, some of them I do like Aura Slide, without a doubt. That was a great nerf that the game needed. But then again, you look at some of the other nerfs, and it's just like, why? Especially the one for Turn Golden. Some of these moves do not necessarily need to be nerfed. I can't think of some of the others right off the top of my head, but I remember reading through patch notes and being like, why would you nerf that? That doesn't necessarily make sense to me why that in particular skill got nerfed when it's already a skill that really isn't used too much. So again, man, the whole point of this video was kind of to just show the percentages, to show you guys truly the difference between it. And I saw a golden opportunity for some funny memes in the beginning of this video as well, just showing the true dominance of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution over turning golden within Xenoverse 2 at this point in time. So hopefully there's some kind of plans that Bandai has going on, because like I said, I believe that we will be getting more DLC in Xenoverse 2. The simple fact that the end of Z update hinted at all that stuff, like I said in that video, To me, maybe they're doing something with regular golden and they're going to come out with a true golden form at some point. That would be absolutely fire. But then again, why would you nerf regular golden early on before true golden came out? Why not nerf regular golden if, and this is nothing that is confirmed at all. Please take this with a grain of salt. We're talking about Bandai and Dimps here. But if this was the case, why not wait till true golden came out to nerf regular golden down just a little bit, or just leave it the same? Because I mean, we got Super Saiyan Blue still in the game, still exactly the same even after Super Saiyan Blue Evolution came out and got buffed. It is still the amazing transformation that it is. Like, Super Saiyan Blue is definitely no joke. You're getting a 25% to all damages, 30% increase to your stamina recovery. Like, there is a lot of good that comes with Super Saiyan Blue. It's just Super Saiyan Blue Evolution takes it takes it to a whole nother level. That's all I can truly say. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found some stuff out and can truly see the difference now between these two skills. And hopefully Bandai Dimps does something about this and either rebuffs golden, or it gives us like a true golden form or something like that later down the line in the future with future DLC. Because again, like I said, I truly think there's going to be more. But all in all, man, let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comments. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.